Tonight is an event where you'll hear from different women from all walks of life who will share their stories of why they vote. First, before we get started, I would like to recognize our sponsors for tonight's event. YWCA of Harrisburg, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Coalition of Labor Union, Dauphin County Democratic Committee, Harrisburg Area Now, League of Women Voters of the Harrisburg Area, Pennsylvania Council of Churches Advocacy, Planned Parenthood Keystone, last but not least, Women of Color Network. We'd like to give a special thank you to the YWCA. To our next speaker. Her personal declaration is, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet, a quiet voice, at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Please welcome Lynn and Blackstone.
Don't count me out. Being able to vote is a privilege that is not to be taken lightly. Many people ask the question, why should I vote? Legislators are going to do what they want to do anyway. This is the very mindset that contributes to the low poll numbers that help elected officials get voted into office to address the important issues of education, gun control, child abuse, drugs, race relations, and so many other important issues that affect our communities, states, and the United States as a whole. The years that women fought for their rights were turbulent years. Women were denied the right to vote for no other reason than that of being a woman. Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and others said, this is not right. I am a citizen too, and started the women's movement. This movement stood up for women's rights and their right to vote, but counted the African American woman out, with the thought that giving African American men from the South voting rights would be enough for African Americans. African American women were counted out, but this did not stop them from moving forward to do what they needed to do, to show that they too were women and wanted the right to vote. In 1851, at the Women's Convention in Akron, Ohio, Sojourner Truth gave her speech addressing the mistreatment of African American women being counted out, entitled, Ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man when I could get it, and bear the lashes well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most of them sold into slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I a woman? This led Black women to start their own clubs, women's groups, and sororities to move their mission forward, to be able to vote, and to have the same privileges that other women had, sending the message, don't count me out. When I go to the polls to vote, I take an entourage of African American women with me. Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Anna Julia Cooper, Mary Church Terrell, Frances Harper, Ida B. Wells. These women walk with me. They tell me about their struggles to be included in the women's movement and the work they did to show that Black women, colored women, African American women were also worthy of women's rights and the right to vote. When I go into the voting booth, I hear the voices of Rosa Parks and Angela Davis. They speak to me. They tell my spirit the issues that are of great concern to my culture. my family, and mankind as a whole. I listen. I heed their call. Don't